Okay, tutorial related to writing, and this one's more about editing, I suppose. But anyway, if you're writing something and you want some comments from other people or suggestions or what you're doing wrong, what you're doing right, all that kind of stuff, a good way to do it, there's probably other ways, but a good way to do it is kind of free using Google Docs. You can write your document. In this case, it's a screenplay I've been working on and off. And um, you would write your document, and then you can, what is it you do? You can share it. You can share it with a link to anyone, but you can also share it in such a way that you put in that editor or person's email address, and then they get an email. And when they click on the button that's in the email, they end up here. And in this case, both of these names in the far right hand column, that's me, a couple of different email addresses. Slip the Trap there would actually be pretending to be the editor. And the Chris Smith, that's me, who would have written this, let's say. And as you can see here, they do kind of, well, I got to get to the right thing, sorry. They do kind of link up and pop out in Google Docs, but unfortunately, Google Docs does not have a way to print or download this. The only way that anybody knows of that I've found is you go up here and you do a download as a Microsoft Word doc, which is a .docx, which will have the comments in it. All these others, I haven't tried them all, but most of them I don't see any comments. Maybe in a couple of these, the comments are way down at the bottom and there's no way to link one thing back to the other because you want to take the comments and kind of work on the document, right? So let's see. So what came down, here's my little downloads folder. You can see I've got the exact same name as up there, but it's a .docx file. Boy, that's hard to say. So let's hide this for a little while. And then let's go and hide the Google screen for a little while. And let's bring up, for me anyway, the only option, I don't have Word, which I think this would work about the same way, maybe not as nice looking as it is in Pages. I'm not a fan of Pages, but it's what you get for free with any Apple thing practically. And that's how it looks once you bring the docx into Pages. Now you can save it as Pages and keep this whole setup the same all the time. But first you gotta do a few little things like turn off the inspector, which is over here on the right, getting in the way. And you've got to, it'll say show comments pane. And you have to click that on. Right now it says hide, which means it goes away. So I'll put it back, show comments pane. And then a nice thing here in the interface is as you come to one of these problems, I guess you could say it is, and click it, then it sits still as you scroll up and down, but still links you because you might want to read above and you might want to read below as you're editing. And you can see it just hangs right on it. So you can see which one of these comments over here go with that. Okay, that's that. Now say you don't want anything to do with Pages maybe. So you go up here and you're going to export this. Is that right? No, that's not right. You're going to print it. And the key thing to do is probably leave the color on because you're not, unless you really want to print it, then you can print in black and white. But right here where it says Pages, you want to check print comments. And you can see as I turn it on and off here in this little preview that the comments come on. And the difference, as I'll show here in a second, is they no longer link like that with little lines drawn. They have numbers. Each comment's numbered and each issue in your document is numbered. So at this point, you would click print, or what is it? It's not really print for printer, For printer, you'd click print. For PDF, you would make this little drop down and save as, right? Which I have already done. So let's get rid of this, get rid of pages. Let's go back to our files and pull up that PDF. And there it is. So why you would want to end up I can't think of, take it with you, ponder it. I guess you can draw and annotate on a PDF. I'm just not sure how useful that could be. Maybe it is. Maybe you can have one device where you're looking at another device where you're making the corrections. And nothing magic happens in here. They're just linked up. 1 and 2 go with Vapo. 3 and 4 go with Cram. And as I scroll down, you see 5. So you kind of lose the 5, what the comment is. So I just don't think it's as good, but it is doable. If you just wanted to print them off, then you could have printed straight up. But so that's my little demo of how to get from a Google Doc with the comments, with all the comments, and have it locally in some form. I'm sure if you have Word, this is far more straightforward. You just in Word and there it is, and hopefully it can print and show you the comments, which I'm pretty sure it can. So that's my little tutorial for today about editing and writing. Let me get rid of these so I can get out of the way. And what are we going to put up there? Let's put this back because it looks cool. So with that, I will say peace and enjoy writing.